Okay, we're gonna go take Pistol on a little hike. It looks like there's a lost antler trail. This is Shawnee State Park in Shellsburg, Pennsylvania.
It's kind of I think it's kind of south central Pennsylvania-ish.
How was your run this morning?
Oh my gosh. After 6 amazing months in Florida, doing a lot of cycling with Brian, and some running before that, it was all flat except for one bridge. Today, I think I don't know, I don't think I ran 5 miles, but I think I've had more elevation gain today than in 6 months in Florida. I've got some tendons and ligaments now that are like, whoa, wake up. Yeah, so, and I think we're at a little bit of elevation. We're definitely not sea levels.
No, yeah.
Making excuses how slow I am.
Yeah. All right, Pistol. Let's go for hikey Lost Antler Trail. Come on. Pistol, come.
So come, let's go. Wanna go for a walk? What's the matter, girl?
Too bad. We're gonna go.
Come on. Let's go.
Good girl.
Okay, let's check for ticks, girl. I'm going to check you for ticks.
One of the things we have to figure out in our new van is the Nature's Head composting toilet. So we got to do that today.
So this is 250 grams of coconut core. And then the manual says 5 cups of water. Soak it for whatever. I've seen people that soak it like they say for 12 hours. I've seen people that just do it all like this, break it up. This looks like the funner way to do it.
Yeah.
Ah. This actually works pretty easy.
Nice. And then do you let that sit overnight?
Well, you can let it sit overnight and do it itself. Or did you see, I saw a video with an old video with Gone with the Winds way back when they were in a Class A, and they were doing, whoa, I'm making a mess. But she said she didn't have the patience to wait for this to sit. You don't want it wet, you want it like this.
Like a light dirt? Or...
Yeah, so it's like dirt. And so she would do like this. She would just kind of mix it up by hand and break it up. Instead of like soaking it for overnight and let the brick kind of do its thing, she would just get down and dirty with this. And so that's what I thought I would do.
Now, do you think we still should let this sit overnight? Or
no, it doesn't, no.
Okay.
We're going to find out. The last thing I want to do is if I want to change my coconut cores, I go, well, I got to set this for 12 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to see if I can do it like they did, where they just kind of mixed it up, make sure it's all, I mean, if it's all mixed up, it's all mixed up. If all the water's absorbed through all of it, it's done.
That makes perfect sense.
So I just want to make sure that all the pieces are done. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, what does soaking it have to do?
No. And then we'll put it in the toilet?
Then we'll put it in the toilet.
I'm nervous about it, actually.
But the thing is, today we drove into this campground and we filled our water tank up. And then I looked over and I saw a dump station and I thought, I don't have to go there and
dump a black tank. Exactly. Okay, so
I guess this is it, huh?
Don't get scared. I am a little scared. There may be some failures with this.
You know, sometimes a simple life is a boring life. That's it. So every time you go,
you cranky?
You crank it up a few times.
Okay.
Maybe I'll put a little more there. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for now.
Can you see Dave out there? He's out there with a headlamp and he's mixing more coconut coir for the toilet because we determined that that was not going to be enough and he wants it to sit overnight. So he's out there with a headlamp on mixing more coconut. Okay, you added more. So how much did you end up using?
So I wound up using 2.5 bricks, so I thought I would try that.
And it's definitely up higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather have too much than too little, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
10 o'clock at night.
Okay. Let it marinate overnight.
Marinate? That's not a good word.
Not a good word for the toilet. Okay, so next morning, I'm going in to use the composting toilet. Wish me luck. Okay, it was actually super easy. I was really worried about it, but not to get into too much detail, but I'm going to get into detail. There's a separator here for the urine to go up front and 2 to go in the back. And so for females, that can be maybe a little bit of a challenge, but you just have to be more thoughtful when you go. So it worked out. Everything went where it was supposed to go. And I think I'm really going to like this.
The hose is long for now until we decide exactly how it's going to go. And we can shorten that up.
We just kind of hooked that up. And this isn't attached yet because we're still figuring on the exact location it needs to be. So that's all. Yeah, so you just go and then you crank this crank a couple times and it churns up the coconut coir in there. And then, yeah, so if you open that right now, it just looks like coconut coir. Turns into dirt as nature intended. Buffalo in Pennsylvania. Oh, look at the babies. They're cute. Hello. We're on the Lincoln Highway in Pennsylvania, probably southwest Pennsylvania area near Shellsburg, I think. It's just beautiful out.
So it appears Flight 93 came this direction, just right over the top of that hill. And this is the actual crash site. They put a big sandstone boulder, I don't know if you can see it out there, at where they believe is the approximate point of impact. And this is just a big debris field around there that they protected. It's not windy enough to play a song?
Guess not. This was a heavy stop.
It was a heavy place.
I just keep thinking about the people on board that flight and just the acts of heroism that day. And I try to think about if I were in that position, if I would have reacted the same way. And I can't say with certainty that I would have. I would have liked to think that I, could have done something like that, but I don't know.
We filmed a little bit, but I walked through. I had the camera with me, and I walked through the visitor center, and there's not a lot of people here, and those are social distancing and wearing masks inside. But they have a walk pathway where they have interactive things and pictures and debris, and I never thought to turn the camera on. It was just like it was so heavy. I just walked through and absorbed it. So I'm kind of glad.
Yeah.
But,
it was a good stop, I think.
it's I'm sure it's not for the people around here, but for most of the world, when people think of 9/11, they instantly go to the trade centers, and but here in the Pentagon too is this is pretty heavy. I kept thinking driving up here, we're this remote part of Southwest Pennsylvania, and there's stories in there and signs of people's statements of what they witnessed and what they saw. Looked out a window and saw just the entire plane just like missing their house, and I'm thinking, most of us that were alive remember, because it's kind of weird to think that they're actually adults now that weren't born when this happened. Because what, 19 years this year?
Yeah.
But I remember, like most of you do, exactly where you were watching the news, and you're seeing the towers and what's going on, and you're hearing about the other stuff. I kept thinking as we're driving through here, these people in these old country houses in small towns were thinking the same thing. They're watching the news, the next thing you know, one crashes in their stinking backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could find something happy to do.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on down the road. Good morning. We ended up staying at a Cracker Barrel last night, somewhere near the Pennsylvania-West Virginia border. We're not too far. And there's a Lowe's nearby. So what we're going to do this morning is pop over to Lowe's. We need to get a few things.
A lot of basic stuff. Paper towel holder, garbage can.
Yeah, mirror. Put a mirror somewhere. Or we could just go without a mirror.
I need a mirror. I can't just look this way naturally.
He's got a groom in his beard. Yeah, so we're gonna pop over to Lowe's, and then tonight we actually have plans to stay at a Harvest Host in Ohio. We've never been to Ohio.
We're gonna be going through several states on this trip we haven't been to before, and
yeah,
we'll see what Ohio's like.
Yeah.
Mostly back roads.
So today we're gonna be in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio. That's kind of crazy, huh?
Making tracks.
Making tracks. All right, we'll see you guys over at the Harvest Host. Carry on.
Carry on.